So you found that dream home and have just sunk $500,000 in it. Paying off the loans will take you over the next 10 years or more. But how do you make the loan repayment work for you? If your financial situation changes, for better or for worse, or if interest rates move south, it may be worthwhile to see how you can rework your loan package. But with as many mortgage packages as there are banks, how do you suss out the best deal for yourself? This man can help you for free. 29-year-old Bryan Ong is a mortgage consultant who helps his private property owners sift through all the loan packages put together by banks and finance companies. His service comes free because the banks pay him if a match is made. In his 3 years of operation, he's served some 1,000 private property clients. This year alone, he has brokered over $260 million worth of loans. All thanks to Singaporeans' love affair with property.
I think most homeowners should constantly renew their options and alternatives in getting the best deal in the town, even though they do have a lock-in period with their current bank. 2 to 3 years, yeah. And you should constantly review your options. I always try to group people together and give them a better rates if I can by negotiating with the banks.
A home involves a substantial capital outlay and is a long-term financial commitment. But it doesn't have to be a losing game. Refinancing your mortgage can be one way of maximizing the returns of your investment. You can gain from the returns in lower interest rates and put those gains in other investments that'll fetch you higher yield.
Firstly, I need to ask you what's your current position, your finances. Secondly, your intention, and is this the only property you have? And from there, I can able to analyze what is your next 3 years movement and how should you consider getting a bank loan. If you have multiple properties, then I would say that maybe you can do your own hedging yourself. Yeah, some go for fixed rates, some go for cyber rates with no lock-in. Yeah. And it depends on the amount of liquid assets you have as well.
Movements in the interest rates are Bryan's main concern as a mortgage consultant, something that sets him apart from property agents who may be keener to push sales. An agent with property agency Propnex before he set up his own company, Bryan made his first million when he was 28. His relative youth is more than made up for by his professionalism.
They may expect me to be so young, 29 years old. But after talking to them and telling them what I know in terms of product knowledge as well as experience that I went through, then of course they also open up. And main objective of me to go into, I see many families whose main investment is not about dollar and cent, but about building families to have a growing, permanent and trusting one. And which leads me to learn from them, and as well we share knowledge together. And from there we create a relationship as well.
He focuses on helping his clients negotiate for lower rates from banks so that they can sustain their investments longer for higher yield. This, he believes, is where he adds value. An appetite for studying trends, data and statistics, he says, is what's needed to do well in the line. That, plus a gut feel of the market, an instinct he hones diligently.
I think you need to have good product knowledge of the bank's offers. As well, you need to know the direction of the interest rate. As a newcomer, I would say you need to face rejection, as owners may just go to the bank themselves. Be responsible and be consistent, and don't give up.
He may have failed to make it as a pilot in the Air Force, but he has found his calling in mortgage consultancy. His is an intuitive understanding of the market, and on that basis he offers his clients advice. His own personal success with property investment earns him the trust of his clients, and that's despite him being on the average 20 years younger than his clients.